friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks workshop. I don't know what to say about this. Take a look. Can you see all the cat hair and the nastiness all over this case? I'm 99.9% sure this came right out of his house. His bedroom, as a matter of fact. Oh my gosh, this is nasty. This guitar is so nasty. I know that this guy will never see this video. I know he won't. He was so drunk when he brought this here. He reeked. I just reeked. And it was so, and it's sad because it's in the morning. And anyway, here's the problem. Ugh, I just hate to even touch it. It's so nasty. This Peghead is broke off of here. Look at, there's fibers in this one. I've never seen that before. There's some kind of fiberglass going on. I don't know if somebody's tried to fix this before or what the deal is. But it's a mess. And he did fall on this guitar years ago. He brought it to me, and I fixed it across here. This thing was busted in half, literally in half, and I fixed it. Look inside how much cat hair is down inside here. This is not. There was another video where I talk about cat hair in a guitar. It was not from this guy. It was a different guy. This is just as bad, or it looks like it's just as bad. Oh my gosh, it just, and you can, this thing reeks. It reeks from cigarette smoke. I mean, it just stinks from cigarette smoke and probably cat urine and everything else. It is nasty. I should get combat pay just for having it in the shop. It is disgusting. So I've got to fix this neck and get this thing out of here as quick as I can. I think I'm going to take the case outside with an air hose and just blow all the junk off of it, because I just can't stand having it in here this way. Disgusting. Well, after taking the cat hair repair guitar outside and blowing all the cat hair out of the inside of the guitar, off the case, disgusting. Anyway, I want to get this thing fixed and send out of here as quick as I can. This has been repaired before by somebody. Well, first of all, I think I mentioned already that this guitar was busted in half before. And I repaired it a long time ago, and it was just as disgusting then. And I told the guy it wasn't worth fixing back then. It's in such bad shape. And he just, moped around, said it had to be fixed. It followed him all over the world. He played it with the Eagles and just went on and on. It's like, maybe did, I don't know. But this has been repaired before by some kind of an amateur. And although they did a real good job, I have to say, the reason I say some kind of amateur is because they used fiberglass matting in here, and I think you can see the fiberglass sticking out now, and you can see it went all the way back to here. The guy gets drunk and just steps on it, falls on it, that kind of thing, and it's so sad. It's really terribly sad. So we're going to just piece it back together. I am not going to worry about the looks of this. I'm just going to stick it back together, and he can come pick it up. So it looks to me like this is a fresh break to me. I don't see any glue in the place where this is broken. It looks like clean wood. I'm hoping it will match up real tight here. It does look like it will. So I'm just going to glue it, clamp it, and then worry about a little bit of touch-up after it's dry. Really thought I had the camera on the whole time there, and I didn't. All I did was I just cleaned the joint good, and then I just spread the glue around with this brush. I put the pieces there, slid them together so that they bind in together, and I've just been squeezing it by hand here. It was really very little to what I did. I just made sure I got real good glue coverage. That's the main thing. The two most important things on this kind of repair is get good glue coverage and get good clamping pressure. Right now I'm only clamping with my fingers. I'm not in any big hurry about getting the clamps on here because I like to let the glue get a little bit tacky. That helps hold everything in place when you start putting pressure on it so that it doesn't push something apart. We're going to do a little bit of cleanup, and we'll bring you back when we start putting the clamps on. I thought it was already tacky enough that it would hold, but just literally while I walked in there to get a damp rag, you know, I had it sitting like this and it came apart, so I thought I'd just show you that, and then I'll show you how I put it back together. You get it real close, get it lined where you feel like it's lined up, and then you just push it together like so, and now we'll just clean it up. Yeah, I don't know. I can't recommend these clamps from Harbor Freight. I mean, they're really inexpensive, but sometimes they work pretty good, and other times they just don't work at all. And I don't know why that is. He can chew it, it's okay. He can eat an apple pie and never even bat an eye. Likes everything from soup to hay. Roly-poly, daddy's little. Yeah, these kind of, there's no comparison on the pressure. These kind of clamps, when you just start to tighten them up, you start seeing more glue squeeze out. On the other side here, I put plastic first, then leather, because I knew there'd be squeeze out there and the plastic won't stick to the glue. Roly-poly, scrambled eggs for breakfast, bread and jelly 20 times a day. Roly-poly eats a hearty dinner, he needs lots of strength to sing and play. He's up at dawn to do the chores and he runs both ways to all the stores, works up an appetite that way. Alright, we're going to let this thing sit for overnight for sure. It's still morning, so by tomorrow morning it'll be close to 24 hours. Okay, it's not been quite 24 hours, but it's certainly overnight. But let's just see what kind of glue up we got here. Roly-poly, scramble. Actually looks pretty good. You know, it's a little rough around the seam, but not too bad, not too bad. So I think we can clean that up. Lots of strength to sing and play. He's up at dawn to do the chores and he runs both ways to all the stores, works up an appetite that way. I'm going to go ahead and just fill this with filler and dye it, and we're going to call that good. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty, bet he's gonna be a man someday. Alright, we're going to let that just set up and see where that takes us. We'll sand it out and smooth and try to dye it. We may have to fill it one more time actually. It's pretty deep.
It's a story so unkind, in the holy book we find. Tells how Jesus stood alone one day, false accused and then condemned, yet they found no fault with him. The man who wore a scarlet purple robe, purple robe my Savior wore, oh the shame for me he bore. Stood alone, forsaken on that day, and they placed upon his head piercing thorns, a blood-stained red.
Well, we got her strung up here. You know, I won't say it's the best job I ever did or anything like that, but it's a pretty decent job considering what we've been through with this guitar. I mean, keep in mind, it was broke completely in half right here one time when he brought it to me. I didn't fix this brake, but it was also broke in half right about in here somewhere. You can see a patch in here up to so far. And then, of course, this time it was broke right across here. So, you know, believe it or not, the action's pretty dang good on the thing. And it actually has a halfway decent sound for a real thin-bodied, you know, electric guitar. I don't have it plugged in to check to plug it, but just acoustically, it actually sounds pretty good. It's pretty amazing, really. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. There you go, the cat hair peg head repair. Thanks for watching.